I'm Rich.
I'm Pam.
And we are Boggling RV Adventures. So today we're doing a very short trip. This is about the closest camping that we can do, which is at Crystal Bay. I think it's Morrow Campground, which is sort of Newport Beach area. And it's probably going to take us maybe half an hour to get there. So when we head up there, we will start up the video again.
We'll show you how amazing it is. It's a great campground.
It is a great campground. The only downside is no sewer. So they got water, electric, but aside from that, the sewer is a little bit of an issue. But anyway, so and as always, we have our
hey girls, hey girls, come
there
say
we
hi.
go. We got the Boggle and the Annie Roo, so they are joining us. We actually were not going to bring dogs because it's not a very dog-friendly campground. So that's the other aspect of things. Can't have dogs on the beach, can't have dogs in the trails. The only place you can have dogs is sort of the upper trail area, which is along the cliffs, which is okay, but it would be nice to be dog-free. We've got the Boggle's got a little sore on her leg from Annie and her playing a little too rough, so we figured probably couldn't let the babysitter take her. So anyway, we will update when we get closer. All right, bathrooms at Crystal Cove. They actually have showers here, and we haven't used them, but they look like they're pretty big. I guess that's probably a disabled one. They do use tokens as one token for 2 minutes. And then on the far side over here, they have a place where you can buy tokens and wash dishes and that sort of thing. And then going around, we have the regular bathrooms. Bathrooms are pretty clean. Can't complain. They're fairly industrial, but they keep them clean and have toilet paper and all that kind of good stuff. So right near the bathroom is our campsite. So we are the campsite right next to it. Pretty good amount of bushes and stuff between the campsite and the bathroom though, so not really an issue being next to the bathroom. So this is site number 16 at Crystal Cove State Park. Lots of room here. We got our truck pulled to one side, but we actually could have pulled it over closer to the trailer for that matter. And again, electric water over there. We have a pad for the dogs that was on the other side, but it was sort of windy and rainy last night, and I think that blew over. So coming around, we have our dog gate up there, and there's the Boggle. Nice ocean view. All the sites have great ocean views. This one maybe has a little bit more of obstruction from the trees, but pretty sweet. But nice area to have our playpen for the dogs, and they do have benches at all the sites. The benches are somewhat mobile, but they are chained down, so you can only move them so far. Just a really large site though. I mean, you could have a couple tents here, I imagine, if you wanted to. And coming around this way, we got Pam enjoying our little balcony and having some chips and such. But really a pretty sweet setup here. It did rain about 1 inch last night, and there was some puddling, but today it is dry, so really can't complain. And we were perfectly level coming in here, so didn't have to put anything under the wheels. So appreciate that. It's gravel and dirt, but pretty well packed down. So pretty sweet spot. Can't complain. All right, we are at Crystal Cove State Marine Conservation Area, part of Crystal Cove Park, and we had about 1 inch of rain last night, so it's supposed to be clear days, sun coming out eventually here. Beautiful area. This access where we're at right now, this is not right where our campground is. This is about, what do you think, a half mile, quarter mile from the campground. With your entrance into the campground, they give you day passes for going and parking in the Crystal Cove State parking areas. So we drove a little bit up from the campground and then parked, and now we're gonna hike it around. There is a path up above that is concrete, like what you see here, and it goes for many miles, and we biked that before. When we had one dog, we had a trailer and we stuck him in there, but with two dogs it's a little bit tight. So today we're just gonna walk it along. Unfortunately, you can't take dogs on the beach. You can walk them on the path above, so that is what we're doing. All right, so we came from the campground over here, drove up here, parked in this area here, and then have been walking along this way up here, and I guess we are, where are we? We're all the way up here at this point. So there are the Shake Shack, which we passed by, which we'll take a little video of that as we come by. And in that same area, there's the historic district, which you can walk down there, and they've got a restaurant on the beach, and they have the Crystal Cove. I don't know if they call them beach shacks or whatever, but they're, I guess, cottages. Crystal Cove cottages that you can actually rent. They're owned by the state, but are extremely difficult to get reservations for. But they're pretty cute. So on our way back, I'll do a little video of that as well. All right, this is the end of the road for our walking path. And so this is roughly 3 miles from where we started, and we'll do a little circle. We're sort of at a lookout point right now, cruising around. So that's where we came from, that direction, and we'll keep turning around and see Pam and the girls. Where are the girls? All right, there's the other girl. All right, so we're about at turnaround point, and pretty overcast, but I'm actually warm walking, even though it's not very humid, I guess, is the thing, and carrying a little backpack too. But anyway, absolutely beautiful out here, and we're enjoying our time. We'll video a little bit more as we go back. All right, Pam and I think we have found our retirement community. So we've got a nice, gorgeous view of the ocean over here, and a little pathway going down to the beach. And right in front of the houses is a golf course. Haven't played golf in a long time, but I could probably take that up. So Pam retired a couple months ago, and so I don't think there's anything holding us back from getting one of these places aside from the financial aspect of things. So Pam was requesting that I ask our followers to maybe do a GoFundMe for us. Maybe we can get some sponsorships. Being that we're living no check to no check at this point, I think it's maybe a little bit out of our reach, but Pam would really like one. So if you feel like jumping in there and funding us, we'd be much appreciated. And of course, the YouTubers normally at this point, when they're asking for the funding, they say how much that we love you. So thank you for that consideration. All right, here we are at the historical Crystal Cove area with the or historic Crystal Cove area with the little beach cottages, which like I mentioned previously are rentable, but good luck getting one. But they sort of go up the hill there a little bit, and then down below there's a restaurant on the beach, and there's just going back, there's some cute little shops and that sort of thing. So, and you can park up above and then walk on down to there. Pretty loud here because we are right next to PCH, and as we circle around, you will see the Shake Shack, and we'll wander on up there and take a look at their menu. And Pam, what are you thinking? Did you want to get something here? Or?
I would like to get something.
you like to get something, we're debating getting something here versus Trader Joe's is close by, so we could get some ice cream sandwiches there. But being that we are here and not somewhere we go a lot, we'll probably go ahead and get something. But we'll come on up and take a look at the menu. Did you want to get actually like food or just shake? Okay. All right. So we got a seafood menu there. And let's come around over here. So they have breakfast here as well, and all sorts of stuff. And you can hang out and sit near the water. So I think we are going to go ahead and get a shake. What are you going to get, Pam?
I have to get a shake. I'm just debating which one.
Very good. All right, we will hang it up here and see what our shakes are. All right, we have got some shakes. So cheers. Pam got the, what was it? Mint? Winter mint. And I got a Valentine's special, which is a strawberry, like chocolate chip cookie dough thing. So pretty good.
Yes.
All right, not cheap. I think it was $23 for the two of them, but anyway, we will enjoy the experience and get to look out at a beautiful area.
Sit here and look over the beach, look out at the ocean. It's fantastic.
Yep, can't complain. All right, we'll let you go. So we just finished our walk along the biking path at Crystal Cove, and so this is the first parking entrance from the campground, but you can actually, there's several of them, and they keep going farther north. I don't know, I don't think there's anything south from where we're at. So, but the last time we were here, we rode our bikes here. A little tough with the two dogs, but they do have a bike lane in now along PCH, which before, the last time we were here, I don't know how long ago it was, but I don't remember the bike lane. Do you, Pam?
No, it's been several years.
I guess it has been a couple of years, but it'd be pretty, I mean, it was pretty scary doing this without the bike lane, and even with the bike lane you get people driving very quickly along here, so I don't know if I'd want to be doing too much with the PCH thing, but anyway, this is it, and then the next light is actually where the campground is. So there's a school here, and you go by the school and into the campground, and then there's also just like day parking back here too, and you can go hiking back in the hills again. No dogs, unfortunately. And we thought they sort of have a weird check-in, check-out. So check-in is at 3 o'clock, check-out is at 1 o'clock. And I'm guessing that's related to the school being here, so they don't have a bunch of RVs coming through here during normal school pickup time, because there is not a lot of space for traffic going through here.
Yep, this is pretty tight actually.
Yeah, they have a yield that's sort of almost, not quite one way. You can squeeze by, but if you had two big RVs, that would be a little bit challenging. And we did finish our milkshakes, and man, those were good. So
Worth it.
Worth it. Not cheap, but definitely was pretty
Winter
tasty.
mint. Go winter mint all the way. That was really good.
Strawberry cookie dough. So the trails are closed, I guess, today because of we had about an inch of rain last night. But you could otherwise go off into the trails in the sort of backcountry, and they have, I mean, there's up to, I think, about 11 miles of
split pace, 29 minutes, 29 seconds
I think
per
it's
mile.
considering that I'm still working out, I don't think
think we're done with our hike.
Yeah. So I guess I could have gone to the other side, huh? Probably.
Yeah, I think they'll wave you by.
Yeah, I don't think so. And you can imagine if you've got a trailer on you that you would be a little bit tight in here. To the left over here where it says exit only, do not enter, that's the dump station. So when you're coming out, you can dump. And I don't think they charge you to dump. I think it's free. We've been to other state
I think it's part of
ones.
your campground
Yeah.
registration.
But we've had some where they charge you like $10 on top of
Their
I think
registration,
that's
yeah.
sort of a new thing they're starting to do. And we are, and so if you're doing day use, you can actually go down to the left here, and then the campground is to the right. And I think we've got to go up this way to get to ours.
It's a narrow road, so it's one way.
Yeah, they're all the sites are really pretty good, and we were noticing down below. So these are all hookups, electric and water, but no sewer. And then down below, there are no hookups, but the sites are pretty much the same. They all have great ocean views. Ours is really a pretty big.
It's a nice big site,
It's a
and
big
you've got
site.
greenery between you and your neighbor, so it really makes it pretty nice.
Yeah, and they have these little trails like that going sort of up and around. We're actually next to the bathroom, but it's not even bad being next to the bathroom because of there's so much greenery between, so much distance between the bathroom and where we're at. So this is our site, number 16, where all the crows are going crazy. I'm not sure what they are after. Yeah. All right, it is
Andy.
lunchtime. We're hanging out on our balcony, looking out at the ocean, which is quite a nice view. And after our 6-mile walk with the pooches and probably gaining back more than our needed share of calories with the milkshakes, we are now going to have sort of a Chinese chicken salad with some
Yeah.
avocado, which is one of our favorites. So we shall enjoy. All right, heading down the beach trail. So this would be the way you'd go to the beach. The challenge is, and I'll show you when we get down there, if you actually want to go to the beach, you gotta be willing to have your feet in the water to get through the tunnel. And we are planning on leaving today. And of course, today is the most gorgeous day that we've been here, but that's nice for leaving too. And they do have checkouts not till 1, so we're hanging out and we'll enjoy our time here. And we have a car coming up. Oh, I got a little green guy. I think we're faster than they are. Crossing over, we will beat them, indeed. All right, hello. Okay, so where you go, if you're going to the beach by foot, you would go through that tunnel that goes underneath PCH, but it is, it's a little wet over there, so. But it can be done if you're willing to get your feet a little bit wet. Dogs can walk in this area and sort of in they have a little walkway going through this sort of valley area here with some different little zones to check out things about wildlife and all that kind of stuff. I think they bring a lot of kids here from school, and it looks like there's a group down there right now. So I think I'll cut it here till we get down because the dog is pulling pretty hard. All right, so this is the pathway to the beach. They have a sign that says no golden retrievers. Fortunately, ours aren't golden retrievers, so I guess we're okay. Guess it does say no dogs also, but anyway, let's walk up around this way so we can see into the tunnel, Pam. We were just talking with some people as we were walking down the hill, and they were commenting that they couldn't get through because it was wet, so we did see people wading through yesterday. So I don't think it's that bad. You can make it, but it looks deeper today actually. That looks like it'd be a yeah, you get your feet pretty wet. They were commenting they were here in September and it was dry and they could walk right through. So I don't know if it's a tide thing or a seasonal thing.
I think it's a little bit, if the tide's high enough, it'll fill it up.
Yeah, I can't see if it's connected all the way through to the ocean. Maybe it is, I'm not sure.
Remember we were here like the last time we were here and it wasn't like rainy season, but it was still filled
It was
with
still
a lot of
flooded, so
water.
maybe it's just maybe it's tide and water. But we had like an inch of rain, so there's water coming both directions right now. So, but anyway, you can walk that way if you don't want to hike. Well, nobody probably minds hiking down the hill there. But if you don't want to go back up the hill, you can go ahead and park down here and drive your vehicle down, because the pass for the camping also gives you access to this area here. All right, as you yeah, they got a shower for if you get out. Pam was just pointing out, when you get out of the ocean, you can come over here. They have restrooms. They got a shower to clean yourself up a bit. This is going back towards what they call back county hiking trails, and there's actually quite a bit back here. And then as you walk back this way, and this is dog friendly till you get to the trails. They have these little what they call field stations, and they've got information about environmental stuff and different animals and critters in this area. As you go back, and they have down that this is wheelchair friendly. I'm not so sure about that. It'd be a little bit of a challenge. They actually do have a sand wheelchair. I don't know if you may have noticed that when we got to the ramp to go to the beach. So if you do have limited mobility, you probably could snag that to get to the beach anyway. A little bit muddy as we had the rains here. I've made a mistake when we were walking yesterday of stepping in an area that looks solid, and it wasn't so much, so got shoes a bit slimy. And this continues sort of the same to the backcountry, so I'll kill it here and then we'll pick it back up when we get to the backcountry. All right, we're coming up to the backcountry trails here. And come on, Boggle, let's go. Come on. And it looks pretty mushy. Keep going. Let's go. Yeah, it looks a little squishy. So we can, where's the sign? Signs are up here, or are they back there? Actually, I think the signs are back there, aren't they? All right, so this is sort of the entrance to the backcountry trails. And I think we can find the signs going the other way. So we'll head back that way. All right, Pam's gonna go check things out. What's that? Pretty muddy?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so it's all closed today, which is sort of a bummer because it's such a beautiful day, but it would be I guess you'd be destroying the pathway going along, because it's just dirt. So, but coming up here, I think they have a list of the the trails, so we'll check that out. Got a bunch of tree fluff blowing around. It's really a nice breeze today. It's just a gorgeous day. This is February 12th of 2026. Yeah, this looks like it was a stream coming down here, doesn't it?
Yes, it was really flowing.
Quite mushy. And then they do have a trail that goes up to the campground over here, which you're not supposed to bring your dog on, so we've been going the other way. But here's a map of the backcountry trails, and it says the one is 11 mile loop, so they have a half-mile loop, which I think is what we did the little walk around, 3 mile, 5 mile, and 11 mile. So you can go all over the place. We've never done it, so don't know too much about it, but when we don't have dogs and it's not mushy, we will plan on coming back and checking it out. If you're not from California, the green of the hills here, this is definitely seasonal. When you get into towards summertime, this is all going to be brown and dry, but right now it looks gorgeous. All right, Pam, what do you think? Back towards the campground? All right, let's go.
Beautiful.
All right, so this is the sort of cliff top trail going around the campground. And it's pretty nice because they have a bunch of benches out here. And when we get closer to the ocean, there's quite a few benches actually. Haven't seen anybody actually sitting at them, but it wouldn't be a bad place to come sit and read a book, hang out. Actually, maybe we'll do that for a little while before we head out. Come on, dog, keep going. Got Annie is deciding that she needs to stop and sniff. And this is lit up at night. They've got some little lanterns as you go along, so that's sort of cool. And down at starting at this loop here, all these sites are no hookups. They pretty much look the same, so they're still good size sites. I think you could put pretty much anything in there, but they don't have any hookups, and I think they are maybe half the price. I'm not sure on that. Which we may look into trying to get one of those sites next time, because it doesn't seem that having electric means a heck of a lot to us. It would just be not being able to use the microwave. Everything else we can utilize as normal. I'm sort of doubting these are wildflowers, Pam. Do you think these were planted? All these yellow ones? Because I'm not seeing them out in the canyon. I mean, I guess. What's that? Well, maybe you also, before this place became a campground, this used to be a mobile home park. So I don't know if maybe, I don't know. I imagine, yeah, no, it does.
But in the summers, the ground, like in the fall, it's real brown, so it's not quite so exciting.
Right. Yeah, the sites along here are nice because they probably have a little bit more view than the other sites. Oh, dog's getting cut. All right. The sites along here have a better view because the ground sort of goes down, so you don't have the bushes blocking you. But the downside is PCH is pretty noisy. Probably not too bad at night, though. I think there's trucks and stuff going all the time here. But definitely pretty loud during the day. But all these sites along here, again, the shrubs aren't quite as high up. And there's quite a few people with tents too, which I think they're rather brave doing that during the winter time, but maybe they have heaters. Or they're just more rugged people than we are, which is probably highly likely. And the beach down there, most of the time it's walkable, but the tide does come all the way up, so I would imagine there's times where you can't get around. There are areas where you can go check out tide pools when the water is low, so that's pretty fun too. A bunch of benches here, so if you want to hang out, you can enjoy just sitting back and maybe having a glass of wine or reading a book and looking out. Pretty nice.
All right, we have to leave. It's a sad moment. We would have liked to have stayed a little longer.
Off we go. Make sure we don't hit anything on the way out, hopefully. Do we have anything to hit on that side?
This side looks nice and clear.
It's pretty clear.
Yep, looks good.
All right, you may want to take that paper off the
Reflecting.
reflection of everything.
Okay.
Okay, so we are leaving. We were here 3 nights, right?
Yep.
Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night.
And it went by very quick.
It did go by quickly. We had one really rainy night. Got somebody with free lemons over here. Yeah, we had one rainy night, but the rest of it was pretty nice. A little cool some of the day, but man, today is just gorgeous. And next time we may try to get a site without hookups. I don't know if that's any easier or not. I think it is cheaper, but
We are getting better at being more self-contained.
yeah, we've got like 600 watts of solar and 600 amp hours batteries, so we're pretty good on that. And we got somebody using the dump here. We actually have a dump station at home, so we're only half an hour away, so we are going to pass on the dump station and
Take care of everything at home.
do it at home, which is sort of nice when we're not going far. If we were going very far, then we would dump because I wouldn't want to carry the extra weight, but this works out okay.
And this is the little check-in station. Leaving.
Leaving here. And so anyway, overall, love the place, and we'll try to get here whenever we can. And it seems like almost any time of the year is really quite nice. So
There's always a nice ocean breeze when it's hot, and even in the this time of the year where you might get some rain, it's pleasant with a little rain, and then it's beautiful and clear and everything's green.
Yep, so no complaints there. The only issue we've had is basically, no sewer, which makes it a little bit more challenging. If you haven't seen our video on turning your indoor shower into an outdoor shower, you may want to check that out, because that's a pretty easy way to conserve your gray tank space and be able to take showers, and that's worked out well for us. Though we didn't do it this time because we only took one shower in our 3 days. But anyway, that's I would give it definitely a thumbs up. There's all sorts of stuff to do around here, so you don't even have to. You could come here and just eat out all the time if you really wanted to. So it's a very, very easy stop, and especially for us being so local. So thumbs up on
This was great. I'd go back.
All right, well, that's our review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will look forward to seeing you again on our next adventure.